Well, I'll just sit back and wait for something to happen, and when it do, I'll come and I'll get your stuff. Because you may walk in, but you will limp out, or you will be rolled out. Your choice, or maybe not your choice, once you step foot across my threshold.
I really wanted to get it right, trying to find some balance in my life. I never really put up a fight, and now I'm losing sleep. What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it right? I try to follow my heart, but I lost it somehow. Wish that someone could say it'll all be okay. Just listen to me as I say.
Hey, happy Saturday. How are you guys doing today? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. If you're new or returning, I appreciate each of you. Do me a favor, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, because we would love for you to join the TBH family. I dreaded doing this video. I didn't even know I was doing this video today, honestly. I just live my little life here in the mountains, and I prep, I stock up food, I prepare for emergencies. And then I got a text saying, I see you've made the list. You've made the list. I'm like, what list are you talking about? So I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay. So I did some little checking. I don't have time to sit and try to watch every single video from everybody every day. I just don't have that time, because I'm busy trying to either can food, grow food, buy food, whatever I have to do, raise meat. Matter of fact, today I added more to the homestead, and we'll get into that in a few minutes. The question is now, are you preparing for everything that you possibly can prepare for? If you are new to prepping and stocking up, then you're fine. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay consistent. Go out and get a little bit each and every time you go out. I don't try to sell doom and gloom over here. That's not what this channel is about. I'm about helping you, teach you the ways that I'm learning. I'm learning from other people, and what I learn, I pass on to you. I'm learning stuff on my own as well, and I'm passing that on to you, because each one teach one, okay? So I'm seeing that there's a lot going on. Different channels are being attacked and said, some people are actually getting emails. I don't know if I did or not. Don't much care. Doesn't change anything either way it goes here. I decided a while back that I would no longer be showing my preps. I didn't mention it because I didn't feel it was the need to mention it, but I'm gonna mention it. If you're showing your preps, that might be something you might want to think twice about doing, because there are people, and before I even started prepping, I saw this on Doomsday Prepper, the show that used to come on National Geographic, and there were actual people who would prepare in groups and figure out how they can go to neighborhoods and take what other people have worked really hard to prepare for, not lollygag around, not cry and moan about it, not anything. They just did the work, and other people are willing to go out and take it. But this is no surprise to me, because I saw it on that show. Plus, I've been telling y'all, keep your head on a swivel, because people are looking for any opportunity they can get, whether it's you walking out of that grocery store with a cart full and they take your food, or they follow you home and they take your food, or they show up at your house in the middle of the night and think they can take your food. So work on your safety, work on your security. If you have not, those are things that we started with first. Before we even started stocking up on food, we talked about how we would secure our family and our preps. So that was already done. No need to worry about it after I get the preps, but make that a part of your planning. That's why I always say plan, pray, prep. Okay, do your plan. Make sure you have security on your home, maybe even on yourself. You know, if depending on your state, if you're allowed to carry, maybe you want to consider carrying, or just keeping some form of weapon on you if you don't want to use a bang bang. So me personally, I choose any way I can to make sure that I'm taken care of and that my family is taken care of. So if you are out there and you are receiving those threats from people calling themselves the wolf prepper, Ice Cube had a saying for that. Ice Cube and Mike Epps. Want to hear it? Here it go.
Yeah. Harassing us with that big old wolf pussy. You come down.
There is no need to fear man, pretty much. And that's not to say that you're invincible. That is why you set in place a series of steps to make sure that your home is protected, that your preps are protected. Okay? So I say that to say this. I'm going to keep being me. I'm going to keep doing me. I'm going to keep telling people what I find out here, letting you decide and make the decision for yourself what you want to do for your household. Do I think you should be prepping? Yeah. Hell yeah. Get it. Get all you can while you can, okay? Because the SHTF is coming down. Okay, how long it's gonna last, I don't know. I don't prep for doomsday. That's not what I do. That's hardcore prepping. I don't do that. Okay, but what I do prep for is to make sure that my family is safe and secure, that my preps are safe and secure. Okay, and I will kindly give my preps away to make sure my family is safe, but I'll give nothing away if you're trying to take it. So get out there, people, and do what you need to do. Go buy your stuff. Stop saying people are fear-mongering. Stop saying, well, I'll just sit back and wait for something to happen. And when it do, I'll come and I'll get your stuff. Because you may walk in, but you will limp out, or you will be rolled out. Your choice, or maybe not your choice, once you step foot across my threshold. So you can take that for what it is. And just know, I hold no animosity towards anybody who has put my name in anything, okay? I'm just letting you know. Don't play with me. You see this shirt? It says proud veteran. I'm proud of my husband, proud of my other family members that have served in the military and still continue to serve in the military. I'm proud of my father-in-law who served in the military. That's the thing. When you're starting your prepping, try to get a tribe, okay? Try to get a tribe of people who are like-minded, who are wanting to do the same thing, and y'all all know this is what's going to take place if something happens. So don't think you coming for one and you may end up finding 10, okay? So that's something you need to think about doing. See if you can reach out to people who are doing the same thing that you're doing, and see if they're willing to also train with you, to also work with you, and come up with a plan where your house is protected, their house is protected, and everybody is protected. So let's get into this video. What's up, everybody? So I went to the fairgrounds. They had the chicken stock there. They had goats. They had all different kinds of birds and chickens and roosters, and they had, what else? They didn't have any sheep or lamb, but they did have rabbits. And you guys know that we already have 3 male rabbits. Well, we're only going to get 2 of them. So what I did was I got 2 females, 2 does for those particular rabbits that we already have at the main homestead. And then I actually bought, they had Flemish giants. And if you don't know, those are supposed to be the world's largest rabbits. I don't know, but that's what they're saying. And let me tell you, they were big. Even at 3 months old, these rabbits are big. I won't be able to breed or anything like that for a whole nother 3 months, but right now I have them in containers. My husband is going to go and get what he needs tomorrow and start building a 6-bay rabbit hutch, okay? Because they cannot stay in this room with my chicks. I cannot do it. I will not do it, okay? The chicks aren't ready to go out yet. They still haven't fully feathered, so it'll be some weeks before they're ready to go out. So I'm waiting on their coop right now. So we're just going to focus on the rabbits and getting them situated where they need to be. So let me show you our newest members to the homestead. I have 1 doe, 1 buck, Flemish giant, and then I have, I don't even know, I forgot to ask this guy what this particular rabbit is, which I really don't care because those are like meat rabbits too, so doesn't matter to me. But they're still 3 months old as well. So this is how I have them for now. I cut out a hole in the top of the lids, as you can see, and then I took some of my mesh and I cut it out to put on the top. That way they can still see out and we can see in, but let me take it off so you can see what they look like. This is my doe. She is a Flemish giant. She's a little sensitive, but they do let you rub them. So sweet, so sweet. I'm so happy. If any of you know, when I started this journey, this is the first thing that I wanted to get was rabbits, but I ended up with the chicks, and that's fine. I mean, so gentle. And that's what they call them, gentle giants. And they can get up to 20 pounds. You see my little setup for right now. That's what we're dealing with. And this is my buck. And I don't, Lord, I didn't take the thing up. I don't have names for them yet, so feel free to leave in the description, in the comments, some names. Not saying I will choose those. I don't know what I'm gonna choose. So I only have 1 buck, 1 doe of the Flemish giant. This is a big boy. Isn't he beautiful, handsome, whatever you want to call it? Now he is a little sensitive, but he will let you rub him. And when handling them, she did say to use my gloves because of how, long their claws are on their feet. But just as sweet as they can be, they really are. I'm looking forward to one day breeding them. As you can see, I just used some Dollar Tree duct tape, honey. It ain't good for everything. It ain't good for everything. Like I told y'all, get the good stuff, but I didn't want to go and get the good stuff just to do this because this is not a permanent home for them. And then I have the 2 that I got from this gentleman. Now they used, before I take these off, they used these particular rabbits for the dogs. Basically, they used them for the puppies to teach them how to hunt rabbit, and he had so many of these. And honestly, he sold these. I bought these for $6 a piece, so I paid $12 for 2. And then each of these right here, both of these together, I paid $50. They were a little more, but she did cut me a little break because she had so many of them. And I have to be careful with these 2 because I kind of feel like they're the 2 because they're bred to, be chased. Seemed like by the puppies. So, because he was like, well, if I take, see how it's coming up. That's why I put this on there, because I made the hole a little bit too big, but it lets them peek out. So here they are. Who knows? They may be called Tom and Jerry. Say hey to the people. Say hey. You looking for a way out? Can't give it to you. They're enjoying their food and their water. Here we go. So, those are my new babies. Here are my other babies, and they are getting so big. I have to keep this on here. Because even though I clipped their wings way before I probably should have, but if they were fully out, then I clipped them. You see them? They're getting so big. And I'm constantly having to clean that out. I'm surprised the food looks better than it has been, and they have been scratching. See how that looks right there. But I'm excited about this journey.